Good evening, sir. Today's story is on Aladdin and the magic lamp. So let's start. Once upon a time, there was a kingdom, and there lived a poor tailor who had a son named Aladdin. He liked to play all day with the monkey. Ha ha ha. The monkey's name is Abu. He used to play a lot. Unfortunately, when he was 16, his father passed away. And Mother, I will work at the shop and earn money, Aladdin says. So Aladdin started to work in his father's shop. One day, a stranger came to his shop. Hello, dear Aladdin. I heard about your father's demise. I was not in the city that time. I have never met you before, the Aladdin says. Who are you? Then the stranger says, I am your uncle. I have been living out of this country for many years. Oh, uncle, Aladdin says, I had heard about you from my father. I came here to show you a secret place, the stranger says, a hidden treasure. Come with me, he says. Come along with me. A treasure, Aladdin with shock. Oh, let's go now. Aladdin sat on his camel and they left for the journey. They traveled for days in the desert. At last, they reached two mountains divided by a narrow valley. Here we are. Gather some sticks to light a fire. As the fire was lit, the man threw a powder in the fire and started to chant some magical words. The ground trembled and split away. From below the ground, a flat marble stone came up with a ring. Oh, ooh! What's happening, uncle? I'm getting scared, Aladdin says. Fear nothing, just do as I say, the uncle says. Beneath this stone lies a treasure which is to be yours. So you must do exactly as I tell you. First, you take this ring. Aladdin took the ring. The stone came up, and below the stone, there are steps to go down. And at the end of those days, you'll find a garden of fine fruit trees. Go through them without touching anything, or you will die instantly. Keep away, walking until you come to a place where a lighted lamp stands. Pour out the oil it contains and bring it me. This ring will protect you from danger, he says. Aladdin went down the stairs carefully without touching its golden walls. Below the stairs there was a garden of fruit trees. Such delicious looking fruits! Aladdin was hungry. He couldn't stop himself from plucking them. As soon as he plucked an apple, it turned into ruby. And whoo! He plucked some grapes which turned into pearls. Aladdin gathered as many fruits as he could in this way. Soon he saw a lit up lamp. He removed the oil in it and piled it on the fruits. Aladdin returned to the stage where magician uncle was eagerly waiting. Come on, hand over the lamp to me, the stranger says. My hands are full. Come to help me, uncle. You still silly boy. Either give me the lamp or stay here forever, the stranger says. In his anger, magician muttered some magic spells and the stone doors shut down. Aladdin got locked inside the cave. Uncle, uncle, he called. Let me come out, uncle. But there was no response. I shouldn't have believed that man, Aladdin says. Aladdin cried and cried for days, waiting for someone to rescue him, but no one came. Oh, somebody get me out of here, please, Aladdin says. Somebody help me, somebody. While saying his wish, Aladdin touched his fingers on the ring. And to his surprise, he reached his house. And where you have been for such a long time, his mother asked. I searched for you everywhere I could. Aladdin told her the story and showed her all the treasure he had collected. This lamp is so old. She rubbed the lamp to clean it. To her surprise, there came out an enormous genie. Ha ha ha, my lady, tell me your wish now. You can, I'm your slave since you hold the lamp. Aladdin and his mother were astonished. Mother asked Genie for a feast since they both had been hungry for many days. Immediately, Genie brought a dozen of silver plates on the dining table. Then, in each plate appeared delicious food items like roast meat, pastries, butter rolls, and much more. Aladdin and his mother ate the food to their satisfaction. Mother sold the plates in the market and brought the necessary things to live. One day, Aladdin was taking a walk through the market with Abu. Then suddenly he heard an announcement: shut down the shops, clear the road. The person whoever looks at the princess will be beheaded. Princess? Aladdin says, I have never seen her. Today I will see her anyhow, Aladdin says. Aladdin hid himself behind a stalk. There came Princess Palanquin. She was looking out through the curtains. Aladdin was mesmerized by her beauty. Wow, she is most beautiful girl, he says, I have ever seen. I'll marry her. He ran to his house and told his mother about his new found love. The mother says, how can you even think of getting married to a princess? The Sultan will get you beaten up if he finds out. I am ready for that. You just go to the palace and take my proposal. Take some of the jewel fruits as a gift. Mother took some jewel fruits and wrapped them in a silk cloth. She went to the court of Sultan. The Sultan's guard stopped her from entering, but the Sultan was curious to see what has brought inside that. Then the Sultan said, let her come in. And thanks a lot, Your Majesty, the mother says. I beg your daughter's hand for my son in marriage. My son has fallen in love with your princess. Ah, the king says that it would be insulting for my daughter to live with such a poor man as your son is. And what you brought inside the silk rags? He asked. She unwrapped the cloth and showed the peculiar fruit shaped jewels to the Sultan. Oh, I have never seen such beautiful jewels in my life. I'm impressed, but before I accept your proposal, your son must prove himself. Tell him to bring 40 golden trees of same gems. Two slaves wearing the shall carry each plate. Yes, Your Majesty, the mother says. Mother went home and told Aladdin about Sultan's conditions. Ha! Don't worry. Aladdin rubbed the lamp and asked Genie for what the Sultan demanded. Genie presented a with jewels in golden plates. Take this to the Sultan. This time he'll be pleased, he says. Aladdin's mother went to the palace immediately and presented the gifts. You have impressed me again, the Sultan says, but your son must build a splendid palace to live with my daughter. Mother went home and told Aladdin about the Sultan's condition. He immediately rubbed the lamp and said his wish to Genie. Genie built a splendid palace overnight. It was visible from the Sultan's window. The genie spread a carpet from Aladdin's palace to Sultan's palace. Well done, genie, he says. Now give me a royal clothes and a beautiful horse to ride. Yes, master, as you wish, he gives him. And genie dressed him in the finest robes. Aladdin rode to the Sultan's palace on a beautiful white horse. Good to see you, young man. You have proved yourself. You deserve my daughter as your wife. I announce your marriage. Start the preparations, he says. Aladdin and Princess got married happily. The kingdom was filled with happiness and joy. And the marriage made Aladdin famous in all kingdoms and countries. The magician also heard of the marriage and Aladdin's sudden richness. How did the boy escape from the cave? He said. He must have stolen my lamp to gain his wealth. I will teach him a lesson. The magician went to Aladdin's kingdom. He disguised himself as a lamp seller. He went to Aladdin's palace with an exciting offer. Aladdin was not in the palace at that time. Do anyone want to exchange old lamps with the new ones? Aladdin will be very happy if I surprised him with a new lamp. He is using that old lamp for a long time. She took the magic lamp and made with it. He instantly rubbed the lamp, the stranger, and called out, Genie, Master, tell me your wish. I am your slave since you hold the lamp. Take this palace along with the princess, the stranger says, to a far, far away place in the desert where no one can find it. With a boom, the palace disappeared. Sultan saw from the window that Aladdin's palace had vanished from its place. He commanded to bring Aladdin to his palace. Because of your magic tricks, I have lost my daughter now. Bring her to me within 4 days, or you will be beheaded, the Sultan says. I'll find her, I promise, the Aladdin says. Aladdin wandered in the entire kingdom for 3 days, but couldn't find the princess anywhere. I must take the help of the ring, he thought. This will help me again. I wish to see my princess, he says. Soon after he found himself below his palace. It was large desert and between stood his only palace. He snuck inside and found princess in her room. They both hugged each other and cried. Then the princess told him all about the incident. Don't worry, I have a plan to escape and get my lamp back. Aladdin whispered into her ear and gave her a potion bottle. It was a potion which makes the victim unconscious. Aladdin hid behind the curtain to keep a watch. The magician came to the palace. Oh dear Mustafa, why don't you drink the juice I had made today? Please try. My queen, I was waiting for this moment. Since such a long time, give me the drink. Even if there is poison, I would drink it. Ha 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 ha. The stranger laughs. Princess poured the juice in a glass and added some drops of potion. Then she made him drink the juice. And doesn't everything look awfully dark in here? The boy says. The magician's eyelids were closing slowly and he numbed down on the table. Aladdin came out and pulled out the lamp from his jacket. Master, master, tell me your wish, the genie says. I'm your slave since you hold this lamp. Take us to the Sultan's kingdom along with our palace. Leave this cunning magician somewhere deep in the desert so that he can't find the way out again. Genie did whatever Aladdin told, and they were all in their home kingdom again. Seeing Aladdin's bravery, the Sultan offered him his crown. A grand coronation ceremony was held for Aladdin. They all lived happily ever after this incident. Thank you.